Greetings. Login accepted. Synchronizing. Accessing files.
Welcome back, Commander, and prepare for your intelligence briefing. Joining the Air Force in his mid-20s, David Vicarian has been a test pilot for the Air Force for close to 20 years. Having been given top secret clearance and being given every psych evaluation imaginable, David was cleared to help test and design the X-301 and eventually the X-302 fighters. After a crash in an early prototype of the X-302 caused Davis to lose most of his left leg, he is relegated to a desk job in the Air Force R&D department of Area 51. Now with the advent of the mass production of human space battlecruisers, David once again has a chance to serve and to put his Star Trek captain's uniform to good use, on occasion. Next up is Officer Draconian. All we know about this gentleman is he joined the International Board Exchange Program as part of the small nation of Draconia. He was a supreme military leader in the Draconian nation and has dedicated himself to learning from all the previous tactical minds, ready for when he is needed. Unfortunately, there are no other ranks known to us from this small but very well militarised country other than Draconian. This is the name he has wished to be called by, and his ship, the Angry Angels, will begin to join your fleet as soon as possible. These are difficult times, Commander. As you know, we are preparing for war with the pious Mifel. They have been outwardly hostile towards us and wish to see our kind exterminated. We fought off the Viversanda that we would be safe from any further aggression. Intelligence reports predict that we should find this war quite hard in terms of firepower and supremacy of their fleet. They appear to be vastly advanced in terms of technology, and we expect that we will take crippling losses during this war. However, we also know that they are currently at war with multiple other parties. Stargate Command feels this is the ideal opportunity to strike at our enemies and to make a foothold in the galaxy. Earth is behind you, Commander. Good luck. We're prepping the Stargate now to send your team through. Hello guys, and welcome back to our playthrough of Stellaris, Stargate Command. I've lost a little bit of footage, unfortunately, so we've lost a little bit of time, but I will fill you in on what I lost. I'm very sorry about this, but yeah, I basically, as you remember in the last episode that you would have seen, we conquered the rest of the... There's still some unrest that we're trying to deal with at Ketavilium and holding on to that space. What's left of the Viversanda Imperium is now a protectorate and the Savquist Confederacy down here. The Wraith haven't pushed any further forward into the Eliminated Tribunal, but I don't really hold much hope for this Federation down here. In terms of the rest of the galaxy, things have got a little bit interesting, if I'm going to be honest with you. The Pious Mifel Cooperative is currently... I believe at war. They're hostile towards me. They've never liked me anyway. But I believe well, I'm rivaling them now, but they started rivaling us. Oh no, they're not rivaling us anymore. Interesting. They closed their borders. They don't like us. They're at war with the Union of Sindor and the Boki Empire. So they're currently at war anyway. Now, normally I would just not get involved in another war, but given that I've rebuilt our fleet, given that they're already at war with two others, and because they hate me already, I felt it's probably a good time to go attack. And the reason I say that is there's only one way they can come. And what I've been doing is I have been preparing my defences, in fact to the point that I want to build yet another Armageddon class station ready to intercept them. So that's my plan at the moment, is to make like this fortress world and engage them here, or fall back to this position should I need it. And so we're going to do that now. There's 2 ships that we've had put in. We've got cruisers now. Here they are. Here's the glorious Stargate Command fleet with all the destroyers. We've got some corvettes left. The Excalibur classes here. There's the brand. I should double click on one. That'll be helpful. The new Excalibur class, which is in play. So yeah, I think we're in a good position. We've got David Vicarian joining us, as mentioned in the intro, and Captain Draconian joining us, of the USAF Atlas and the USAF Angry Angels. And we're mainly running destroyers, but we do have quite a fair few cruisers. We had our tier 3 railguns in the last episode. I've set these to long range, and we've got a little bit extra armour and our shields that we were researching. In terms of research, I'm trying to get the building build speed up and finished, and core set system, so I can manage more. I currently took back over Tier Kia, mainly because I wanted to sort out the world in terms of its energy. This is my main energy production facility at the moment, and it does have a lot of research on it as well. Yeah, there's a research centre here. Dorkin Prime, which you remember in the last episode, is pretty much all clear now. We're desperately short minerals, so I'm hoping to sort that out. I've started getting members of the other, like the Elemenid and all that in on my planets, which is fine. And Earth is looking good as well. Although we keep losing pops as they're migrating, which I don't mind. We've still got the alien trespassers, but it is what it is. So, you know, we'll deal with that another time. In terms of other worlds, I think I was going to take back control of Codria, because I think this was the latest acquisition. Yeah, it is. So we need to kind of micromanage that one a little bit. I can't remember if we finished. I think the sheep was done. I'm trying to remember which planet. No, sheep still needs to be taken care of as well. So I kind of want to. I don't want to let go of Tier Kia 3. But I kind of want to let Dorkin Prime go now. Put that in the sector, I think. So that's what we'll do first. Because we can still build from it. So I'm going to go to planets and sectors. They can build military stations. They're all producing energy because I'm really short of energy. I was short of energy, not anymore. I thought that was their sector. Oh no, that's the other sector. My bad. We'll go to this sector, manage sector, and we'll add Dorkin back in. Vega. That will be theirs, and then on the other sector, which is here, we're going to lose Ashik. It's going to become mine, as is Kadria here. So I'm not sure I really need the outpost there at Boost now that we've got taken Kodria. So that might be something we can recycle at some point if we want to. So there we go. Other than that, I've not really had much from the south. So that, I mean, I could. The Sondrifians are now, they're all classes inferior to me. That's the thing now. I think it's because they've had that war with the Wraith. They're equivalent. I don't really want to fight a whole federation though. I kind of want them to be my buffer, I think, against the... they're pathetic. Oh, that's great. Against the Wraith. For now. As for the Wraith... they're still equivalent. Their naval capacity is inferior, but that means nothing. So really, if we look at the Union, who's fighting, their class is equivalent, but inferior naval capacity to me. And these guys... are superior in fleet power, but inferior. So this will be an interesting war. But I think we need to go to war. That's that's the long and short of it. So we're going to move our fleet down here, and in this episode, we're going to declare war. Now, their ethics, if I remember right, are pretty incompatible with mine, because they are xenophobes, they're militarist, and they're spiritualist, which does not align to anything of mine. So in terms of declaring war, we're going to liberate them. So we will look to liberate the worlds of Zudra, Tersonia, and Kajibus. Now, bear in mind, I have no good idea how good their star bases are, so we could take a lot of losses in this war, but I feel that we can't really let an oppressive regime exist, especially when they're at war with others, and this is the time to strike. So I'm going to declare war. You guys are all going to tell me now that that's a terrible idea, Bane. Well, you know what? I'm doing it anyway. Zudra and Tersonia will be liberated. The next nearest the problem is their space. We want to destroy their frontier outpost at Ardib. And we want Kajibus. Seems to be the next one, Kajibus. Let's have a look. Usually if you look at the war scores, it gives you a good indication of how good they are. So that'd be an interesting, wherever this one is, Haneri. Haneri's there, you see, but Kajibus is in the way, so I think we go for Kajibus. So, I don't have anyone I can invite, so that's fine. So guys, wish me luck. This could either be the end of the series, this war, or it could be the beginning of something wonderful.
We have declared war.
So let's go. So we're going to move our strike forces down. And hope that we can hold off our energy supply. I'm not being active, but someone's migrated again. This keeps happening to me. People keep migrating, which has been a little bit problematic. Because they keep migrating away from energy, which is really not helpful. Please don't migrate away from energy. I need to find also my armies. Transport Fleet 8 is here. They're going to move down, and I need to get my armies from Earth. Embark them all. Which is Transport Fleet 9, and get them over here. Now, what's going to be dangerous? Now, someone asked me in the comments actually about why I'm pulling them SG names, because SG teams is all teams. Well, the theory around this is that Stargate Command would actually have battalions now. So these are full-on battalions or armies, if you like, Stargate armies. So imagine mass expansions of the teams, because obviously they're not just going to be one squad of SG teams. So that'd be silly, and we're not silly, guys. So yeah, that's what they are. Well, that's what I like to think they are. So, you nearly done here? Nearly done.
Construction complete.
Alright, I think one more military station. I can't afford it at the moment. But if we can save up the minerals, one more military station here. That gives us a 9k fallback position. Nearly as strong as our fleet. In the event something goes wrong. In terms of these guys, if we show you the defense stations, I've armoured them up, got some shields, they've got some torpedoes, some point defence, and they've got webs, so hopefully... Oh, well, we lost, Corellia loses, so we're going to... Sorry, no, Corellia's gone. We'll get the army upkeep one. Fran Hargreaves. Comes the fleet is here. So we're going to commit our first act. We're going to head to Aldib. That's going to be our first sort of jump. I need to deal. I've got all my planets are revolting. This is not helpful. I've tried putting some Tauri in each of these worlds as well. Well, except for these guys, but I can't do everything about that. Where's Remorium? That's the one. Oh, he's got any defense? Let's get some defense armies there as well. I wonder if we can do an edict. Propaganda broadcasts? We could do propaganda broadcasts, yeah. Try and keep them happy for a bit. Let's see if we can do a trade deal here. We'll offer you an active sensor link if you will offer us an active sensor link. Oh, they reject. You guys are not very helpful. I'm kind of like fighting your enemy, so it'd be helpful if you guys worked with me here. You know, I'm trying to be nice. They're receptive to me, but they're not quite receptive to me. We are trading research. Right, we've reached the Aldib system. We're now going to engage this outpost. Oh, no, decline. I didn't want to disband it. I just want to look at it. My glorious fleet. Heading in. That's it, guys. That outpost does not stand a chance.
Hostile station engaged.
Corvettes are moving in for close range for some bombardment.
New technology.
Rail guns are firing. If we can, we kind of want to get these rich worlds over here, get some our own outposts up. So we've finished our shield capacitor research, which is so good. So we can get advanced shields, advanced nuclear reactors, or research ring, or we can kind of go for particle lance or plasma throwers. I do like the idea of getting plasma. Well, the plasma is as good as it used to be in this update, in the latest version of Stellaris. It used to be better. Right, it's now time to jump to Tiersonia. There is a time project. Where are my... let's get you to... Hostile fleets present. Is that 20... Military power 25... What does that even mean? I don't know. I think we should retreat though. I'm not sure if that's good, but they got battle cruisers in there. We'll see if we can get them to attack us elsewhere. 3, 2. If we can pull back to our
New technology acquired.
star bases. So we have plasma throwers now. We can go for plasma. Oh, we can go for Mark II Naquadah. Do I want to go for that? I don't really need it. It would have been good to get earlier on. Let's go for plasma accelerators. Let's just pause and have a look at our ship designs. So if we're going to look at the Fenrir, how good is a small plasma thrower? So that does 8 to 14 damage. We just does 6 to 21. Ignores 40% of armor, minus 30%. So they don't do well against shields. I think these guys are shield tankers. So most people seem to be shield tankers in this, I've noticed. We cannot yet build, can we, another military station? No, it's 716 for that. Let's get you to return. And let's resume. The finals hasn't got you seem to have fought their war, which is kind of good. I don't know, guys, whether to go on the offensive, but they got battle cruisers. Can 17 cruisers and 20.
Unit under attack.
Well, we're engaged now, so we have no choice but to fight this. We will see how we do. We might have to retreat though. Uh, 9.7k. We are losing this at the moment. 13 days till we can FTL though. Oh, I think we just took out their battlecruiser. This is... Oh, wait a second. This is going better than I expected. I don't know. I just don't know. I think, guys, I'm going to hand in it. We are hitting their battlecruisers hard. Their fleet is crumbling to ours. That I okay, so we've got something on Nemerium. We need to go that. We're going to go repair our fleet. We're just going to pause it. So where is Nemerium? Oh, Nemerium. So we can do propaganda broadcasts. Try to keep them a little bit happier. We hope our president is not going to help. Is going to keeping them happy, because it's not great if they're feeling unhappy. This is the world that's still developing, really. Army wise, all we can do is we can build some more defensive armies on Nemerium. If we have a look at this planet summary here, Where else have we got problems? I don't usually like building so many armies, but I don't know. This is the bit that I always get stuck, guys. So you can leave some comments about this, whether it's good just to keep building more armies, or what's the best way to deal with sort of that disruptive unrest element. I can't believe we won that battle. I'm in utter shock, if I'm being honest with you. What we're not winning is the construction contest, really. Kind of could do with rebuilding some of our ships. So what did we lose? Well, good news. Our cruisers stood in it. What we seem to have lost is pretty much our destroyer forces. So pretty much our cruisers held in there, but we've lost all our destroyers. So that's interesting. I mean, we could go. We're gonna need our Corvette screen died, but I was kind of expecting that. So we need to get some Corvettes back in the fray. I'm not really interested in missiles, impulse thrusters, Befarian power plants. Did we find Befarian? Armoured torpedoes. Yes. Okay, armoured torpedoes. I think it's about time that we actually looked at, if we look at the ship designer, if we look at Fenrir's, what we could do, yes, there are new designs. Perhaps we look to replace the current Fenrir's. Go with torpedo. So we could go with plasma. We could go with like oh, we've got auto cannons, haven't we? 3 out of 15. Accuracy 82, tracking 65, accuracy 36, tracking 60. Because they're going to be close. We go with an auto cannon. And we go with space torpedoes. That could give us some torpedo boats. Yeah. We can now get shield capacitors. Not sure it's worth it on Corvettes though, if I'm being honest with you. So that gives us 90 shields and 11% armor, which is not great, but it is a Corvette at the end of the day, so you can't ask for much. Do we keep them at mid-range now? So close range gives them evade. I'm thinking because they've got torpedoes, mid-range isn't a bad idea. So we'll call this the X304 Fenrir PT. Let's go with a PT boat. And I think we'll start building those, you know. Add some of those into our fleet at Dorkin Prime. Let's cancel that. Let's go for the PT. They're a little bit cheaper to build as well, which is kind of nice. Our destroyers took a hammering.
Incoming transmission. Incoming
Agreed.
transmission.
Interesting. So the Pious Mifel have beaten back. That's not good for us. But we did just kick their fleet's ass. So currently we're at 6k. Go to our planets and sectors, and we're going to put these guys into war prep. So definitely need more corvettes. Don't want Fenrirs, want PTs. We want PTs, please. Latent psychic powers have begun to manifest in certain individuals belonging to the Zavix-Quas species. According to leaked reports from authorities in the Zavix-Quas Confederacy, this must be a fairly recent development, so we have no record of Zavix-Quasians ever displaying psionic abilities on file. According to the leaked reports, these powers are so far limited to a very small minority. Psychic powers. What a crock. Yeah. We've heard all this before. This is where I wish this spaceport was a little bit better for building my ships. I should have done that really pre to doing this. Should have Corvette assembly yards. Would have been a better idea.
New technology acquired.
But hey ho. So we've got the core sector systems research. I can unlock the alien zoo. It's a bit too late for that now. These are all old technologies. Oh great. It's not the right time, is it really, guys? Don't actually need naval capacity at the moment. That's not what's killing me. Clear that tile block up there. Have to jump our fleet away. Luckily, Sitpolim is pretty defensive. Take those up to Dorkin. Right, so we've got a plan. There is debris that we're missing in Rasnum, so if we come get our science ships to research projects in system, good old Astral Hammer. I'm going to try and get my fleets over to deal with the incoming asteroid, but I'm not sure it's going to make it in time. More PT boats being built, and we need to get our destroyers back up. Okay. Simply just don't know if we can make it in time. So our armies are making it minus 100. Oh, it looks like we are engaging. Let's put it down. There goes the torpedoes. That's quite cool, the torpedoes. That's given us a crap ton of minerals just for dealing with it, so that couldn't have come at a better time, really. Right, so Dorkin Prime can now get on with the glorious task of finishing its corvette yard. We need to. I want to get more ships out. This is the problem. We need more ships. In fact, I really should. Before I do this, what I should do. Let's be sensible about this. Star charts for them. We need to go to Earth.
New technology acquired.
Now, did we build? We've only got Corvette assembly yards, you see, even at all these worlds. After all this, I think it's going to have to be Dorkin. It is going to have to be Dorkin. That's the facility where we construct things. So we're going to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need some more destroyers. Cyto Revitalization Center, Tile Blocker Kelp Clearance, Large Scale Demolition, Habitability, Atmospheric Filtering, that's a good research as well. I think we're going to get rid of Tile Blocker still, just because I want to get more tiles when my plan is freed up. Let's have a look at the surface here. A Tradition available. Private colony ships. We'll get our governor level cap increased by 2, Empire leader capacity increased by 2. Longvitium is still, despite everything, having issues. Now, I do want to get back on the offensive.
Incoming transmission.
Don't have the resources to spare to do that at the moment, I'm afraid. So, apology, man. We've been there, we've done that before. Despite all that cracking fun that sounds.
Tile blocker cleared.
Enemy units detected. Technology unit lost.
Whoa! Serona starts. We've got a 5k fleet on its way. And I've just lost both of my science ships. Unfortunate.
Enemy units detected.
Let's see how if we can get our fleet down here as well quickly to aid our stations. Got corvettes out there. Let's get involved. Let's have it. Let's have at them, boys. They're falling into my my trap at least. Well, you can call it a trap.
New technology acquired.
We're going to lose one of our star bases.
Base defenses offline.
Our destroyers are going down. I think this is partly my fault for not really... for having my cruisers at such long range. I don't think that's helping. Which is kind of annoying, really, if I'm being honest. A small celestial object with pronounced gases and particulate clouds was recently observed in the solar system. Its passing was uneventful. This is a good omen.
Technology acquired.
So we can get barrier point defense, we can get plasma cannons, and we can get particle lances. See, plasma cannons tickles me. But I think particle lance. And we can unlock terraforming. We've lost a second station. I'm a bit kind of like, we're losing stations. That's a lot of money we're losing. Now this could be my designs failing me though. I think this is my designs failing me really. Did he retreat? I think he retreated his fleet. Right, let's get my fleet here. Back to Dawkins.
Transmission.
Agree. Okay. Well met. I think what we need to do is we need to get some more minerals. That's what we need to do. We need to do... I don't know why I haven't done it sooner, but we need to... contact a few people. In this case, I'd like to contact the Merchant Guild. We would like to trade for minerals. I would like to trade for 1,000. I need 500. Thank you. I'd like to change my ship designs. I want to change the Excaliburs. Here they are. Away from long range. I want to bring them back to the mid range. And save them. And then what I'd like to do is get these guys to go upgrade a Dawkins Prime. And what I'd like to do, I can't remember how I changed the rally point. How do I make you rally points? So they need to rally point at Sol. There you go. So Dawkins is, let's go back to Sol and let's turn that rally point off. So I want all my ships to actually go back to Dawkins because that's what's been happening. All of you. Here, I need to come back to Dawkins. That is where you need to go. I need a construction ship, not that one. That's at Earth, Earth, Earth. Are they all at Earth? Well, I want a construction ship back to Siplin. Move here. I want to go back to my designs. Let's have a look at the Armageddon. See, I thought this was a pretty good setup, but I'm starting to doubt myself now. Because the torpedoes didn't really do anything. Perhaps we go with more medium water cannons or more heavies? We go heavies. Moderate gives me a kind of mix. We're going to go with Hannah's. We're going to start putting in our scout wins. We'll go for another heavy. You see, heavies are nice. Heavies are only 2. I think we should have done is gone with a small platform. We should have had some smalls in there. So we can get plasma in now. 9 to 17 versus 6 to 21. I like the idea of having all these small kind of plasmas in there. And we're going to need to fill up our cold fusion reactors here. Get some armor back. Drop some there like that. I'll upgrade it. Okay. Right, we're back on. We're back on. So they brought their fleet to us a couple of times now, tried to hit us. It's kind of like a war of attrition. Without any attrition, really. Right, Dorkin. These are my transport fleets. So we're going to need some more destroyers. All could have been lost in the Created Lander Enclave, and now Recon has confirmed the ancient Created Station was destroyed by forces of the Outgunned purifiers. That's a shame. This has cost us dearly. There's buggers. So the destroyers aren't adding much to my fleet in this mod at the moment because I don't have the sort of advanced design. So I think we're better off investing in cruisers, believe it or not. Which if we go to, which can only really be built on Earth at the moment. So let's get some cruisers built. And Dorkin can focus on one upgrade in our existing fleet.
Unit upgraded.
That's good. And then all of these here can merge into our fleet. And we do need another science ship at some point. Which, to be fair, could be built here. Since we lost both the Astral Hammer and our other science ship. We keep getting unrest and then not unrest, so that's interesting. So we need 716 minerals. Can't quite decide our fleet. Our next cruiser's rolling off the line. Speed up time a little bit.
New
I know guys haven't
technology
list
acquired.
our the relative safety of our systems yet. Right, we can unlock Fortress, Flat Batteries, Mineral Processing Plant 2, which is kind of going to be helpful to us. Sorry, I should have shown you the other options there. There were options. We could have gone for light carriers next and fortresses. I think we'll go. Let's go for the minerals because we need minerals. We need the minerals. That's where we're struggling at the moment. Right, so we should have enough now to build another military station.
New technology acquired.
And if our fleet is ready, we can send our fleet just down to Siplim again. Terraforming is now done. But edict cost, cheaper war demands, crew quarters and engineering bay. That would have been good because ship upkeep. When we're a dot, but we're going to go for the tile blockers still. And I need to actually focus on these worlds. I've not really done anything with these worlds. Now clear them, but really it's a time of war, so this is the problem. We're at war. You can build some little labs. This one's great, really. You know, we're going to lose minerals to build labs, basically. Got to keep the empire ticking over, right?
Construction complete.
We now need a new chancellor, which has put Longvitium back on the uprising, which is good. Industrialist minerals. I guess we'll go for Hildegard Bergmeister, I guess. That's all I can do. Let's bring these down. If it's still oh, we've got some more upgrades here. I keep forgetting which upgrades I have and haven't done. Some more Excalibur's building. I think my allies are starting to send me ships, which is kind of helpful. Let's merge all these together. So 6.6k, gaining our fleet strength back. Let's go to Dorkan Prime. So we now have our asteroid there. Let's get some more torpedo boats running. Need a scientist for this. Running out, really running out of resources.
Construction complete. Construction complete.
Trade attracts an expanded commercial port. Planet model minerals plus 10. Growth speed. Ooh, Fleet Academy, the Grand Fleet. Who's died? Someone's died. I think I supported. I don't have enough influence left to support anyone else, sadly. Sadly, it's not meant to be.
Construction complete.
Let's try and get this science ship down here to research this project, please. So we've lost now, so we need to assign a scientist. We need to recruit a scientist. I haven't got enough influence. This is a problem. We need more influence. This is where we will now need to look at our frontier outposts. So I think Buzim, yeah, Buzim, is going to have to go. Which does change the scope of things a little bit, but it is what it is. We're going to have to let our influence build up. See if we can still trade for some more resources. So we've earning our energy credits, that's not the issue really. We would like to trade for minerals. I'd like to trade 1,000 energy for minerals, please. I will do another one of those. And we'll go to our construction ship, because I don't want to do is lose out on military stations.
Debris analysed.
So afterburners, Wraith darts. How the hell did they get Wraith darts? How did they get Wraith technology? Right, I'm going to move out again, guys. We're heading over to Zudra, I think. Let's see if we can go on the offensive for a change. Well, this is going to be a short war, isn't it, really? So we gained 3.4 from our previous battle. That's 4 space battles so far.
Construction complete.
We're jumping in, guys. Wish us luck as we hit Zudra. There's Zudra. We're going to start bombarding it. Let's merge these together and let's bring our forces here. Begin bombardment of the enemy planet. Let's have a look at their summary, their armies. They've got big defences here, really. We still have no research here because I've completely forgotten that I need to put someone there. And you're all probably been screaming at me. Hostile fleet of 7k, not far off from us. Right, let's see how well we do against this fleet. The final fleet of the battle of the evening. The fleet battle has begun. It's not looking good for us so far. I'm gonna have to retreat before we take too many more losses. Yeah, we're gonna retreat. Let's get you guys back to safety. Might lose my armies because they might jump into the enemy, sadly. So we took some crippling losses, guys. They showed an impressive ability to rebuild their fleet, so hopefully we can give them a kick in the next episode. But it's been a good one. We're at war, but we're not really winning. Kind of at a stalemate. So all I can hope is that we get there with them, really. If you guys got any tips or advice, leave them in the comments and we'll see how we can resolve this situation. Perhaps we won't get anywhere with this war. We'll just have to see. This is Bane as always, signing out.